Oh, God, every time. When will I learn to figure this out? What? Okay. So I'm going to go to wireframe, carefully create a line. We'll go point to point, insert a point on this plane. I want it exactly here. And then I'll do another one. What, David, are you doing? On that same plane. You guys should, oh yeah. I want to create an offset plane. I'm just going to move it somewhere where I can easily grab it. That is going to be my reference surface. I'll even rename it ref surf. Go back and create a line. On that surface, no, point to point. What am I doing? I want to create a point on a plane, and I'm going to use this reference surface, put one exactly. What is going on? Jeez, I'm going to put it right exactly here, and then one more point on that same reference plane, and I'll put it over here. Ooh, this is going to be sharp. Select OK, so there's a line. We'll create another line. Point on this reference over here. Another point on this reference plane. Hey, oh, come on. I did not pick that. It's going off my computer right now. So it doesn't matter. You just need two lines. Doing something like this. They can't be parallel. They got to be like they're going to intersect with each other here. Okay. So I will go to surface, sweep, line with reference surface. This is my generating curve, and this is my reference surface. I'm just going right down whatever it highlights in blue to do, and I'm going to leave my spline as my default. I'll pick this arrow, which now I know it's going to be a headache when I do my angles, but that's going to be just that much more fun. Say OK. Select this one. Oops. Select this guide curve and this plane. Select OK. So I got two sweeps with the same blood type in there. Okay, two sweep surfaces. So how do I want to connect the two surfaces? We connect the curves. I do a connect curve. And I got to go off the line that I created. If it helps, hide your surfaces if you need to, so you know that you're working to these elements. And I'm going to try and grab that end. Of course, it's going the wrong way. Well, I guess that's all relevant to which way my flow is. Select this end. Okay, and that's going this way. So I'll reverse the tension. reverse the direction. Is there any way I could have got the arrows to go all the same direction so I wouldn't have to do reverse direction? Can anybody tell me?
Create them in the order that you want the flow to go.
Thank you, Chandler. Yeah, create them in the order I want the flow to go. So if I want to go from here to here to here to here, I should have created this point first, this point, and this point. So when I go to connect them, then they would grow that way. Or the other way with this point first, this point first, this point first, this point first. When I go to connect the two curves, all the arrows would already be going the same way. The whole flow is going the same direction. I'll select OK. And I got surface, sweep. I'm going kind of fast because really you guys should already know how to do what I'm doing. Right? Select OK. And now I pull these surfaces out of hide. Let's make this one a different color. Let's do something different, like the salmon color. All right, so I got salmon colored. You got your three surfaces. This is what you should have learned already. Based on the lessons learned in our law exercises when we did this one here. Right? Actually, all of those are in this here challenge. Click on this. Right? In fact, we took it one another step just like this, but one is bigger on the other side than the other one. So let's go back to CATIA. If I were to take this and make it 3 inches long, make this one 2 inches long. What? Ooh, I did an angle too. Sorry. Okay, that doesn't fit. If I change this one to 2, it's only good on that side. Change this one to 3. So I changed length 2 to 3, right? No, that's going 3 inches the other direction. So that has to stay at 0. So I changed this to 3, right? The only problem is it's good here, but no good on this other end. And again, we change this to 2. As we've learned from the previous demo, we could do this all day long and never get the right results. And that is why we need laws. A law will give me a variable value along the spine. So I select linear. Did I pick angle? God, I did. That's not what I meant to do. I will select law length and pick linear and change the end value to 3. Preview that. All right, so now it's 2 inches and 3 inches. Everything is good to go, except my transition on this boundary curve. If I go to transformation, review, curve check this one and this one. Sorry. I'm going to highlight these two, connect, and then I'm going to pick the boundary and pick G1 and hit OK. Why? I'm not seeing anything.
I think you have to select the actual line.
Right, because the surface and the surface is going to tell me just this boundary, right? And they're going to blend smooth from here to here. These two surfaces are blending smooth, okay? But so when I do boundary, it's checking that boundary, and it's telling me that boundary, this line here is 0 degrees and 0 inches. There, it's adjacent and it's touching. And there's your 0 degrees, so Dave said it's all tangent. But again, if I go to boundary, if I select this curve and this curve, and then do this checker, G0 is 0 inches. Is that okay? 0 inches is okay. That means they're touching. I don't know if I have lost this. So I had to use my control button to grab these again. The degree is 3.496 degrees. I'll select OK. So that's not a good transition on the boundary. The surface to surface is good, but the boundary is not. So how do I fix it? Anyone?
Let's type transition.
Thank you, Chandler, for saying something. I go S-type, I hit close, and I hit preview. And there you have it. It's a nice 0 degree transition. Hey, who's got their mic on? Thank you.
Sorry.
So that's all great. What if I change this to 75 degrees? Damn, it went the wrong way. Let's try another solution. So next solution goes up. Now I got a 75 degree rotation here. So if I click on this, I got to create a law that goes from 0 to 75. Preview that. Wrong way. There is no next solution on these stupid laws. So I got to go to law. Can I do negative 75? And do an S-type to hold it smooth. Preview that. And that's how I got it to transition up. So I went from 0 to 75 degrees. Select OK. I'll double click this. I'll change that angle to 10 degrees and hit preview. It's probably going to go the wrong way. Of course, this time it goes the right way. So we'll select OK. Now it's not touching. What can I do to fix it? Delete it and start over? We're going to adjust the law. Instead of 0, we'll do it 10. Close out, preview that. Of course, for some reason on this one, it goes down. So, got to go back to law and go negative 10. Close out, preview, and everything's all fine and dandy on both ends. Some of you heard I don't like to do negatives. So, if I go to law, the reason why I don't like to do negatives is because if you're doing formulas, you got to make a negative a positive by putting negative in quotes to or outside parentheses so that it will be positive numbers. When I close this and preview, it's going to go the wrong way, right? Does anybody have any options what I could do? Any ideas? How about inverse the law? Maybe that will work. Preview that. Oh, of course not. Sometimes it's just a dogfight to get anything to work on this thing. Sorry, solicitors. All right, so sometimes instead of fighting it, I just go with the negative number because I know what I want for the negative number. Go back to law. So if I go 350 in close and preview, see, I got it to work because what happened is it wrapped all the way around and then came to the other one. So I go back to law. Can I do 360 minus 75? So I take that full revolution minus the 75 I want and hit close and preview that. Oh, Lord. Oh, did I inverse the wrong one? I think I did. Hit close. Preview that. Okay, so did you all catch how I did it? If I type in 75 and it doesn't work, do 360 minus 75, and it'll just do a full revolution minus the angle you wanted. So again, under law, if you recall, I had, oh God, which one was which? 10 here and 75 here. And it went down like that. Let's go to this law and see if I can inverse it. Close that, preview that. And then it did something weird like that. So I went back to law and I did 360 minus 10. That's how I came up with the 350. And then 360 minus 75, it says degrees. If I hit tab, it gives me the error. Does anybody know why I got the error? When I do this, I have to remove the degrees. Okay? Because it won't take 360. It's got to be unit to unit. So I just go 360 minus 75. And when I hit tab, it'll automatically set the degrees. I'll close that, preview that. And this is pretty much... What did I do?
Still inverse. You gotta turn it inverse.
Oh, I didn't turn the inverse off, did I? So I do. Thank you for catching that. Close that, preview that, and there we have it. And that is how you can combine laws in one operation. I got an angle law and a length law. If I want to, just for kicks, I could go with a length 2 and get another law here. Let's go 1 inch for length 2. A 1/2 inch for length 2. So on this one, we got to do another law. I'll do an S-type at a 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. Close, preview, and look what we got going on here. I've got a law for length 1, length 2, and an angle. All right, why don't you guys give that a try just for kicks, see how fast you can do that. I recommend all the exercises you guys are doing. Do it once, follow in the video, and then do it again without no video, see if you can do it. All right, that's my demo on how to use multiple laws in a single feature.